Hi, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So for today we have 9-0 win streak with Magnets. Magnets and I go back. But yeah, finally they are much better because the meta kind of fits them. So we are abusing them, and I would say they are actually contenders to be top tier. If I would actually say even they can be a tier 3 or something like that. They are that good. So the good thing is that the deck is very cheap. You have to go like 2 times into a mini box, which is also on the sale, so it's very cheap. You can even remove, like, if you don't have Chalice, if you don't have Mystical Space Typhoon, maybe put in Cosmics or something. Powerful Rebirth is free to play. You can, if you have only one, play one. Super Team Body Force Unite is a great card. It is used as the Powerful Rebirth to special summon from the grave and stuff. You can also remove Super Team if you don't have. If I had more, I would put triple Gamma and double Alpha, but I don't, so I'm playing more back row and stuff. Yeah, you can play maybe even one more magnetic field, but I find that double is good because when you have three, chances are that you are going to have some duels where you open two. So yeah, you don't. That's a brick if you open two. So you really don't want to open two. We're playing them with Destiny Draw and some hand traps because they we can stall a bit. We don't want to stall usually. So yeah, 4 hand traps is decent in a 26 card deck. So yeah, my optimal deck would be something like another Gamma, another Alpha, and then would probably remove one Super Team and maybe one Veil, or maybe one MST or something like that. You can play around and see, like, if you're playing against decks that don't utilize back row as much, you can even you can remove MSTs, but you want to have them for the Necro Valley and stuff. So yeah, I like having 2 MSTs. So yeah, this was my deck list. I think it's very good. It's a great deck. I would even say, like I said, top tier. It's very cheap. Yeah, the extra deck you can play around. Soul is free to play. Giga Brilliant free to play. Digital Bug free to play. Diamond Dire is a great card. I think you want to have one. Malevolent Sin is decent here. Gaia Charger can be decent, and I'm playing Leviair, because I'm only playing one Alpha. So if something happens to my Berserkian and I can't get back the Alpha, I'm playing the Leviair, so I can return it back and bring it back, and then reuse it for my other Berserkian. So let's go through the plays. What is the standard play? Well, you want to open one of your either Gamma or Beta or Alpha, and then on your opponent's turn, tribute them off to special summon your Delta. Delta then sends one Magnet Warrior from the deck to the graveyard. So you thin out the deck, plus you get fuel for the Berserkian pop. And then on the next turn, probably on the next turn, maybe you have to wait sometimes, maybe it's not always the next turn, but at some point you go into Berserkian with banishing Gamma, Beta, and Alpha, and then you can banish your Magnet Warriors from the graveyard, the rest that you filled up with the Deltas and the rest of the Betas and Gammas. And then literally it's not once per turn, just pop the cards on the field. So if you have like I think usually you'll have like 3 to 4, maybe like two deltas and maybe one beta, and then you have three pops. You have three pops of something, whatever you want, really. So yeah, that is the standard play, and that's it. That's the deck. Let's now jump straight into Duel Replays and show the deck in action, how good it is actually. So yeah, magnets are the deck that I would definitely recommend for beginners, as it is usually simple. It's very simple. It's an easy cog deck. It's very simple. It's very cheap. Like all the positives, really. It can have some big brain plays, of course. Every deck has, but generally speaking, it's very simple. Okay, so we're playing against puppets. This is why I like playing my MSTs. Double MST is decent because you won't open too much of back row removal, but also you can open them when needed. So yeah, we MST here, the Fiendish, which was amazing. And now we didn't open the best. We didn't open one of our six cards, six gamma, alpha, and beta. So we did open our magnetic field plus delta, so we can still make some plays. We go for the beta search. We search for the alpha because the alpha searches for the berserkian. So why did we attack? Because the magnetic field bounces. And we have a great board where we contribute the beta. We have also one more bounce if he decides to attack. We also have hand traps to survive. And on the next turn we have the Berserkian pop the whole field. And so yeah, this is how. So he can literally do whatever he wants. He has no way of OTKing me, even with the big zombie stein. And I think he just scoops here. Yeah. It's a very fun deck. It is great against top decks like Onomats and stuff. Um, so yeah, that's why we're playing them. We got to 7-0, and then our connection failed. Like you'll see, just right before I attacked for lethal, our connection failed, and but I'm taking that as my win. Okay, MST for MST is a classic. Here we go for the beta. The beta. Unfortunately, we would have liked very much to have gamma or a delta because we had our magnetic field. With this, like, it's kind of brick, so we are potentially leaving ourselves wide open for an OTK. But yeah, okay, we do go for the magnetic field to bounce if he decides to attack. So he goes into his standard plays. That's fine. Goes into Screw Serpent. Goes into Wonder Magician. Destroys my spell. Decides to attack. So should he have gone for the Halberd here? I would say probably. Because all of our monsters rely on the summons. So if we wouldn't have follow up if he went for the halberd, but he's thinking like, okay, he has Black Rose on my turn, so he is fine. But yeah, sometimes you have to read the game better. Yeah, if he also did have a halberd, we would survive for 2 turns with Kytroid, but at what cost? We don't have much things. We have like Chalice to draw into, so um so yeah, here he thinks that I'm bluffing by going into my battle phase because I searched for the Berserkian with the alpha, but I'm actually not bluffing because I want to have more fuel in the graveyard. And yeah, now he fucked up. He can't synchro. We also have tons of fuel now for our Berserkian. And yeah, from the situation he was in, We kind of completely overtook the duel. So we destroy his whole field, like you see, completely wipe his field, and yeah, that's a GG. Okay. Yuma and Astral. Okay, so hopefully this is animate so we can show you. Okay, so here, oh, this is that duel, I think. You saw it was 7 win streak, 7 win streaks. Um, so yeah, remember that. Okay, let's see. Go for the field. We go for okay. So here, this is the moment where you kind of have to gamble, because if you go for the gamma, to into a delta to send the beta, you can then have your super team used for the beta to get a search. But if we don't, so that's why I do that. That's why I activate his effects straight away. Because if we don't do that and he decides to destroy my super team, then we have to chain, and then we don't get the another search. So yeah, we are kind of gambled here. He does MST, but weirdly enough, he MSTs the magnetic field, which was a weird flex, but okay. We go for the delta, and now we can, whenever we want a super team, we can super team into the beta to search. Okay, he goes for the sister, he goes for the wind. That means he has a bolt probably. So he decides to bolt my super team, which is amazing because our super team has another effect when it's destroyed. And now we get a search from the beta. We get our super team back, and plus we can go for another delta. We did search for the delta because our delta is fuel. Our delta fuels our graveyard more, and we're thinking already about the next turn. And with the delta, we can send the freaking alpha. So yeah, and also delta plus Berserkian is 4,000 damage or 4,600. So he goes for the bouncer here. But he's also not done. He goes for the roach. And now the roach is a big counter to us because the roach negates Berserkian. But we do have answers to roach and the bouncer, which was like both counters to our deck, and he had them both on his second turn, which was kind of sus, not gonna lie, but still. I don't know why he didn't negate here, but okay. Now we go for the delta, send the alpha. Now we go for the super team. This is where I misplayed. I should have MST'd before, because now I don't get to now I don't get to set another MST. I should destroy it before it activates. So yeah, but we learned on our mistake, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, this is our setup. We're kind of stalling a bit to on the next turn go for our plays. Okay, so yeah, we lost MST plus we lost a super team here, but okay. So yeah, we go for the Berserkian. Roach negates. Now the Berserkian activates to bring them all back. Now we get a search for another Berserkian, but he negates. Okay. Then we decide to go for the Giga Brilliant to attack over the Roach. So on the next turn, when we, or on the whatever turn, when we draw into our Berserkian, we can more easily, yeah, we don't have to deal with the Roach. He goes for the head. searches the head at least. I don't know why he attacked here. What was he thinking? He probably thought, oh, what can he what can he destiny try into? What a loser. So yeah, we decide to go for the soul here to get to negate his back row, and then we go for the berserkian, and it's an easy GG, right? Well, not so much, not because of the bouncer, but because of my internet. So yeah, we destroyed his monster. We just had to attack, and then my internet was like, "Nah, bro, nah, bro, what attack? What win streak?" So yeah, I'm taking this as my win. Yeah, well, it will be like that when I'm here where my internet sucks. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple of days, so I can finally have my win streaks without being ruined by my internet connection. I can't show you in the duel replays, unfortunately. The duels in the lobby or whatever it's called. Um, because I played more duels after that with other decks and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I had 9. You saw at least 8, so you had to believe me on the ninth win. Uh, okay. We're playing against Harpies. Harpies can be a bit problematic for us, but we opened pretty well. We also sniped the treacherous, which was decent. We can send the alpha with the delta because we already have the berserkian. He kind of bricked with opening the Gilfy, but yeah, still a decent opener. TTH plus slash. We send. Okay. We decide to straight up go into Berserkian. Let's see what. Okay, so none of his back row is activatable. Gamma special summon Delta. Delta send another beta so we can destroy, and that's a GG. Okay, so our final duel. Let's see, what do we have here? Zane. Okay, so we can assume that is Cyber Dragons. Cyber Dragons, we have a decent matchup against Cyber Dragons because we don't mind to get popped with his overflow. At least the Berserkian doesn't mind. We also opened one of our MSTs, which was amazing. We do hit his overflow, which was amazing, so he can disrupt our plays. And besides that, we also have decent opener. We can go for the delta, activate the magnetic field. So here's where we misplayed. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't sure because of my internet. My internet is kind of always lagging. So I can't make a distinction. Is it his back row that is, or is it just my internet? So I wasn't sure if that back row was. I was definitely seeing some delays, but I wasn't sure if that's from his back row. So I really didn't want to get drowned. But yeah, I definitely should have, because he did search with his overflow. He did search for the cybernetic fusion support, so we have to attack because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we trigger his cyber style skill. So and we failed the delay, so we know it's not drowning. So we should have put beta in attack, or actually we should have went for the alpha to have lethal. I think it's not. Yeah, it's not 4,000 with only these monsters. So what other cards could we assume that he has there set? Like a cosmic is a probability, maybe a book. So yeah, probably cosmic or book, something like that. So yeah, we definitely should have attacked with the beta. And as it turns out, it was the It was the powerful rebirth, and he has his plays now. Definitely not enough to finish us or threaten us that much at all. But still, we did kinda mess it up. We had better plays. We could have did it much better. And you want you. Some people say it's not misplay if you win, but bro, it is misplay because you're going to, if you don't learn from it, if you make mistakes and still win, you're going to come to a place where you don't win. You won't win always. So yeah, definitely learning your mistakes. It is misplay still if you win. So yeah. Now we get a search. We can assume at least one of his back row is bluff because he would have said it last turn if it was something. So yeah, we go for the alpha, search for the Berserkian, go for destruction, Herald of the Abyss, drowning, which was amazing hit. So yeah. And that's it. That's it for this video. Let me know down below what you think about the deck. I really enjoyed playing it. I really recommend it to everyone as it is very cheap. As I said, it's very cheap. Also, it's much cheaper now because of the gem sale. So don't miss out of it on it. Also, it is a great rogue deck. It is, I would say, it's a decent anti meta deck, as it really counters, I would say, even harpies, also onomads, and probably it's not bad against resonators as well. So yeah. Definitely don't miss out on the deck. Definitely, if you want, play the deck. It's very fun. It's very good, as you see, 9 win streaks. So yeah, that's it. Be sure if you like the video, of course, like the video. If you want, of course, also subscribe so you don't miss when I'll be posting other videos in the future. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.